Sheena's Homestead. If you're new here, I'm Sheena and this is my homestead, and today we are going to focus on cleaning the homestead. I have some exciting news to share with you. The kids and I are headed to Florida this week. My parents invited us down and we are going to travel with them. It's going to be a really fun week. The sad part is that Rob cannot come with us. He actually has two full-time jobs, but he has to hold down the fort back here in the office, so he'll be doing that, and I will take the kids with me to Florida. But while I'm gone, he has asked me to leave him a list of just little things here and there that we'd like to get done around the house. So one of those things is, let me show you behind closed doors one of the messier parts of our life. This is our pantry and our kitchen. We actually do have two pantries. One is here and the other one is in the kids' homeschool room. It's just like a walk-in closet that I keep extra food in, more of our bulk stuff, but these are the things that I cook and bake with on a daily basis, and it really needs to get cleaned out. But like I was saying, while I'm gone, Rob is actually going to replace these shelves because I don't know why when they built the house and built the pantry, they left like a 4 to 5 inch gap on each shelf between the shelf and the wall. So like we could have more storage space if those shelves just came out a little further. So while I'm gone, he's going to cut and replace all of those shelves, but I'm just going to clean it out today so that it's easier for him to go through when that time comes. And of course we're going to give a lot of the extra scraps to the chickies. So we're going to get started on that. Later on I will show you our incubated chick and duck eggs you saw in the last episode, how we put them in, and they are cooking. They're so cute. I actually candled them last night. It's actually a little early to do that. Usually you wait till like day 7 to day 10, and this is only like day 4 for some of them and day 5 for the rest, and we could already see a little heartbeat. I will show you that footage in just a second. I actually shot it with my iPhone, so it's not super quality, but it's easier to shoot with an iPhone in the darkness, as you'll see. So here's our egg. It's just precious. As you can see, there's a big vein going down the middle of the egg. To the left of that vein, you can see a round circle, and that is the heart. If you look close enough, you can see it beating. Isn't that amazing? I don't know, every single time we see new life here on the homestead, it makes me so happy. So it's really cool, and I can't wait to show you guys the day that they hatch. It's gonna be really exciting around here. But let's get to organizing. So first things first, I'm gonna pull all this stuff out. First thing I like to do is find like products and combine them. So I have these lasagna noodles here, and I don't know why I have 2 boxes open, but I do. So we are going to fit those in here. I love these noodles. They are no boiling, so you just make your lasagna the way you normally would, but you don't pre-boil the noodles. They cook as you cook the whole thing. Super cool product. I love it. So we can throw that away. Some extra cookies here. I'm going to put them out for Rob. If you haven't figured it out by now, Rob is our cookie monster in this house. these are expired for quite a while, so I'm going to throw these in the chicken bin. This is some old whole wheat pasta, so I'm actually gonna boil it up. Get that to the chickens as well. I'm gonna bring the garbage closer to me so that this job is a little easier.
I apologize for all the background noise on this video. I didn't realize that we had started the dishwasher just before filming, so all that whooshing around in the background is just us cleaning our dishes. Sorry about that.
This is such a cool tool. It's a little ball, and you put powdered sugar in there, and you can just sprinkle it over the top of something. It's really, really handy. The nice part about it too is it's so small that you can bring it with you when you travel. So if you're bringing a cake to somebody's house or something and you don't want to put the powdered sugar on until the end or right before you serve it, you can bring it with you and just shake a little bit on the top. It's so beautiful. It is cooked up pretty fast while we're organizing here. I'm just going to pour it in here. And we're going to feed that to the chickie babies. Okay, so this is the part of a project that gets a little tricky for me. I'm a creative. I don't love organizing things. It is most definitely my weakness, but it's something that we have to do, and I've learned to kind of work through it in small steps. So what I'm going to start doing here is just figuring out which things I use the most, and I'm going to put some of the large, more bulkier items up top like this. And I'm not going to take too much care or time to think about this like in extreme depth, because like I said, Rob is going to be replacing these shelves. So when I have the extra room, I will be able to put things back exactly how I want them. But for now, I'm just going to start combining different things. Like I have open bags of flour, open bags of our boxes of lasagna noodles, and I'm just going to start compiling so that we can pare it down just to the things that are open and that we use all the time. Angelina is my organized child. So she's going to help me with the extra Amazon bags, shopping bags, and things like that that have gotten out of control. So do you want me to hold them out and just kind of fling them over this way? Yes.
So now I'm just taking things out and trying to pair the cans with the cans, the jars with the jars, and putting together the things that we use the most and trying to keep them all in the same space so that it's easier for me to get to when I need it.
So our garbage is full now. I'm just gonna pull that out. Let me teach you a trick or a tip that I've been doing for quite some time. I keep the extra garbage bags inside the garbage can. That way, as soon as I take out the garbage, I am able to put a new bag in right away, or the kids are able to do it on their own. So, super helpful. Just like that, we're ready to go again. Found this bag of cane sugar. Oh, avalanche. So I'm just going to cut it open and add it to our canister. I'm going to add it right in. So I like to do this a lot. I like to compare my Trader Joe's product with my Whole Foods product, and it's kind of funny because these are both lasagna, no boiled noodles. And this one says durum wheat and semolina, and this one says exactly the same thing. And then when you look at the sugars, it's got the same amount, protein, same amount. So my guess is these were probably, yeah, product of Italy. These were made by the exact same person. This one probably costs double, although I only get things when they're on sale at Whole Foods, so I probably didn't pay double, but on a regular basis, this one is double this one, and they are exactly the same thing. So watch out for that. There's no reason to give our money away.
That is something I try to watch out for often. In our area, we have Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Costco, and that's about it as far as organic food. So we want to compare price and make sure that we're really getting the best for our money.
All right, so now I'm going to take all of this rice and put it in this canister here. Another organization hack for you is this. I like to cut out the directions of something that I'm putting in bulk, and then I slide it right in so that I can easily see how to cook the item when the time comes and I don't have the bag anymore. So take that. This one too. This is our quick cook organic brown rice. Put that in, and then I just take the instructions and stick them right along the edge and kind of fill that up with the rice. So it makes it super easy for me to see what the directions are really quickly. You can see we're coming along nicely. We have our canned goods, our jarred goods, and then I'm just filtering in with our baking things. We're moving along nicely. Angelina and I love this coffee. It's cold brew French roast coffee, and it is an expensive product. It's $10 for this, but her and I drink like this much a day. We were using dairy-free products like coconut oil and stuff like that, but we actually started drinking milk with it. We just put this much coffee, this much milk, and it is wonderful. Just add a couple drops of vanilla and stevia to it and you golden.
I'm sorry, on that last part, I meant to say coconut milk, not coconut oil. That would be pretty gross.
The nice part about this stuff is that you can take it with you anywhere. So, you know, if you were going camping or if you, are just going on a couple day vacation, you can bring this with you. You don't need a coffee maker in order to make your coffee. So this here is rye flour, and I have organic bread flour as well. Once in a while, I feed my sourdough starter with this rye flour. I read a tip somewhere along the lines that if you need like a nice kick, nice rejuvenation to your sourdough starter, rye flour is a great option for that. Apparently, the active bacteria in the sourdough starter just absolutely loves rye flour, and I have used it and it has worked really, really well. I like this company. It's 100% natural, non-GMO. It's War Eagle Mill. I did find this through Amazon, but it is a small business that runs this brand. So if you're interested, I can link down below for you, but really nice product and really nice company. So this is our finished product. We have oils and cooking things up top that we don't use quite so often, and then we have the baking goods on this shelf. We have our canned things here. We have some noodles that we use and some cake mixes. And here we have nuts and raisins, and then we have our jarred products here. And down here we have our coffee and our pasta. I do have oh, actually that's salsa. But I do have more tomato sauce that I'm going to put on this shelf and stuff from the other pantry. But obviously I don't want to bog Rob down because he's going to have to take these things out anyway. I just wanted to make it a little easier on him, and I didn't want him to have to put products back in that we don't use. So I hope this makes it easier for both of us in the long run. After he's finished with my new shelves, I will update you on how those look. I'm really excited about that. So the best part about making 28 freezer meals is that I can pull one out at any point in time and not have to worry about dinner, which is exactly what I'm going to do tonight. So this is the broccoli cheddar casserole that we made together. I'm just putting it out on the freezer so it can defrost and be ready by dinner time. But in the meantime, I get to do projects that have really needed to be done for quite a while, like cleaning out the pantry, and in just a couple minutes we're going to take some food out to the chickens, get them nice and fed. But this is the reason for doing our make ahead meals. It frees us up during the week to do things that we really need to do, but we still get a fresh home cooked meal. It is the most efficient way to cook healthy meals for your family. Hello, babies. Enjoying your snack? Let's see if the ladies have left us any presents here. There's a couple. The one is a fake egg so that they know where to lay. And the other two are for us.
How beautiful is that?
Okay, so you know how excited I have been to get some seeds started. So I just went through all that I have. I actually have more than this. It's a problem. Good problem to have. I am going to germinate these tomato orange hat seeds. I'm going to put them in just these tiny little cells, and I'm going to use the cocoa core to get them started. And then when I transplant, I'll use a better soil and a bigger cup to put them in. But today we are going to just get this started, get them going. Super, super excited. Okay, so I've already mixed up this dirt, and we are just going to fill up the cells. This is nice and wet. I shouldn't say nice and wet, it is damp. It's the perfect consistency. You don't want to have any dry clumps. The seed has to stay wet at all times in order to germinate. If it doesn't, it will just go back into the dormant process. So you want to make sure it stays wet. You know what, I am going to grab one of these boot trays so that I don't make a big mess. Alright. This. That's better. You want to make sure you put your dirt in these cells. You don't want to push down really hard. You don't want compact dirt. But you also don't want giant air bubbles in there either. So it's a delicate balance. Okay. All right. So that looks good. I'm going to use the back of my fork here to just put a dimple in the top of each hole, of each cell, I should say. And then we take our seeds and put 2 seeds in each cell. Oh, there's some right here at the top. Just going to drop that in. Okay, so after re-examining and opening this package, it looks like I've used these before, so they were only enough to do 1 row of seeds. So the rest of them I'm going to plant is this Tiny Tim variety. So both of these are dwarf tomatoes. I wouldn't normally start my tomatoes this early in the season, but these are the kind that can survive indoors on a windowsill. So I think it'll be perfectly fine to start these now. I will put them under the lights and we'll get them rolling. So the rest of these will be my Tiny Tim here. And like I said, I'm just putting 2 seeds per cell. There we go. I'd love to keep planting more seeds, but since I'm taking the kids to Florida and Rob is the one at home, I don't want to leave him with too much to water and to take care of. He's already going to be taking care of Sammy, our puppy, and our bunny Maddie, and all of the chickens, all of the ducks. I've got eggs in the incubator, so he's going to have to check on those too. And then all my house plants and the other things I'm already growing.
So I think that's quite a bit. So I don't want to overwhelm him. He still has to work on top of that. Okay, so we're just going to lightly cover up those seeds. I want the soil to still be light and fluffy, just like that. And then we are going to put a tiny bit of water on the top of these. Just a teeny tiny bit. The soil is already nice and moist. Okay. And then the other thing I'm going to do is put some water at the bottom here so that these can wick up the water that they need. Just like that. Okay, so just kidding. I am gonna do another tray. Just one more though. I'm going to put our broccoli in this cell right here. And the reason I'm doing that is because broccoli takes a long time to grow. And getting them started by seed, the earliest you can is the best way to ensure a crop, at least here. So in the Midwest where I'm at right now, we are on the brink of zone 6 and zone 5. So we are having a really warm winter. We do have some snow on the ground right now, but I think we're gonna have an early spring. So I'm just gonna take the chance of starting these now and hoping for the best. I absolutely love seeds and the whole process that something this small has the potential to become a full-grown plant and something that can nourish our bodies. It's just really quite incredible to me. And every time I plant, I think about that process and it just always blows me away. I guess it's why I love life so much. I love the chicks that we've started, the baby ducks. It's such a fun experience for the kids, and it's something that shows them right in front of their face how precious life is and how it can begin just by taking care of something like our eggs that are in the incubator. It's just so fun. Okay, so broccoli is ready, and so are our Tiny Tim tomatoes. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and I'm gonna get them on a heating mat.
While I'm setting up the heating mat, I just wanted to show you how my microgreen process is going. We have the peas and the wheatgrass growing in the jar, and these are the seeds. I will link them below. Here's the wheatgrass that we juiced in the last video, and then the one that I had started the day before, and then the one we started together in the last episode. And up here are some of my seeds on the heating mat. They are getting nice and toasty warm. It's just amazing to see all of this growth. And my little basil plants are there too. Okay friends, so you can see I have set everything up here, and we are just gonna sit and wait for our seeds to grow. And that is gonna be it for me today.
on this show. I know it's kind of strange we didn't even do any baking or cooking together, but we didn't have to because we did all those freezer meals together a couple weeks ago, and that was really fun and really, really efficient. So now I don't have to cook and I can spend more time growing things with you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind sharing me with a friend, that would be really helpful too. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead. I hope you have a wonderful week, my friend. Bye.